the public are not aware, but there are thousands, over 10,000 British gas workers on strike. It's a 5-day strike. It's going to be followed by another 5-day strike towards the end of the month. And we can't go all over the county because of COVID and to every buy box where the engineers pick their equipment up. We can't do that because of COVID. We can't have mass protests because of COVID. So all of the striking gas workers in their areas where they work and where they're from are having their pictures taken in groups of no more than 6 because they're allowed to picket in 6. So the picket has gone to the town hall, not to picket the people, but to show, look, we have got a ticket, this is the area, we have got a picket, this is the area that we're in because the town hall's behind us, and then they can have a social media industrial action campaign. So that's why they've been here today. It isn't a formal protest, it's a safe COVID picket, but we're just having a picture in front of the town hall so that we can get that campaign online.
Yeah, just before you arrived, they actually turned up at the Peace Gardens to get a photo shoot and to do exactly what you said. And some people misunderstood why you were there. Obviously, under this current legislation, there's no provision to make protests, but there is provision to still have a picket, isn't there?
There is, yes. You can have up to 6 on a picket, so we could put a picket on at every work site right across the region. The thing is, although we can formally do that, it is more dangerous. Sending people from the areas where they live into other areas where they're allowed to picket is dangerous. So we're saying, look, just form a local picket, go to your local town hall so you can get a picture. The town hall shows the area that you're in, and you can have an online campaign.
Yeah, the police turned up as well at the same time as your photograph. Yeah. Was the police aware you was doing this?
The police are aware of the strike. We've liaised with the police. We've told them that we're not going to have any mass protests. We're not going to be inviting people. But because we're on strike, we can form pickets.
And was the police good with you, would you say?
Yes, the police have been very supportive. We've done a full risk assessment and we've spoken to the police, and they're fine so long as we're not breaching any health and safety or putting the public in danger, which we're not.
Would you be able to tell me what's involved in a risk assessment?
Well, you have to carry out a risk assessment in all industrial action disputes, but we have to take COVID into account. So the difference, normally a risk assessment in a dispute would be about assessing the risk to the public and too many people being in one place. Now we take COVID into account. Everybody has to have PPE, everybody has to social distance. We have to comply with the same rules that everybody else complies with. The only difference is we can have a group picket of 6.
And finally, have you got a message to anybody watching this, especially Centrica, perhaps?
Well, my message is Centrica need to, stop their proposals in British Gas, which are about firing their entire workforce and rehiring them on inferior terms and conditions. They need to stop that. These workers have been out there throughout this pandemic providing fantastic cover to British Gas customers, often at risk to themselves and their families because they're going out there and they're providing this, the same as other essential workers. And to be rewarded by being fired and rehired on inferior terms and conditions is not on. They need to get back round the negotiating table, negotiate with the GMB trade union, and let's find a way through this dispute, because it isn't good for anybody, not the workers, not the business, and not